Good morning, viewers. This is Global Entertainment News TV. I am your host, Busola, and welcome to our newspaper review segment. Let's start with the punch. Lagos Assembly. How Akonde led panel forced Miranda out. Reinstated Obasa. How Akonde led panel forced Miranda out. Reinstated Obasa. Moving on to the next. River budget. Fubara Assembly set for fresh shutdown. Governor alert supporters. Rivers budget. Fubara Assembly set for fresh showdown. Governor alert supporters. Up to the next. Ramadan. Kebbi, Bauchi, Kano rebuff CAN. Says schools remain closed. Ramadan. Kebbi, Bauchi, Kano rebuff CAN. Says schools remained closed. Moving on to the next. FG, NNPC help work out 7.7 trillion naira fuel subsidy debt payment. FG, NNPC help work out 7.7 trillion naira fuel subsidy debt payment. Moving on to the next. FEC approves 734 billion naira for Oyo Ogbomosho road orders. FEC approves 734 billion naira for Oyo Ogbomosho road orders. Moving on to the next. Uncertainty surrounds Assembly leadership as APC GAC members allay fears. Uncertainty surrounds Assembly leadership as APC GAC members allay fears. To the next headline. NNPCL stations have reduced petrol price to 680 naira per litre, says marketers. NNPCL stations have reduced petrol price to 860 naira per litre, says marketers. Moving on to the next. Residents lament as discos plunge Lagos Air Force Base into 12 days blackout. Residents lament as discos plunge Lagos Air Force Base into 12 days blackout. Up to the next. FG, avoiding confrontation with governors over mining sites, says minister. FG, avoiding confrontation with governors over mining sites, says minister. That's it for the punch. We move to the Vanguard. Rivers crisis. I am not scared of anything, says Governor Fubara. River crisis. I am not scared of anything, says Governor Fubara. Up to the next. NNPC help. Dangote's price reduction excites petrol retailers. NNPC help. Dangote's price reduction excites petrol retailers. Up to the next. Lagos Assembly. Obasa returns Miranda out. Lagos Assembly. Obasa returns Miranda out. To the next headline. Akpoti. No formal petition against Akpabio, says Senate. Akpoti. No formal petition against Akpabio, says Senate. Up to the next. FG incurs airport assets for 1.097 billion naira, says Keyamo. FG insures airport assets for 1.097 billion naira, says Keyamo. Moving on to the next. Ramadan. Catholic bishops ask FG to halt schools closures. Ramadan. Catholic bishops ask FG to halt schools closures. Up to the next. It's time to rescue PDP from imminent collapse. It is time to rescue PDP from imminent collapse. To the next headline. Nigeria loses trillions to illegal miners, says FG. Nigeria loses trillions to illegal miners, says FG. That is for the Vanguard. We move to the Nation. Confrontations breaks out between Fubara lawmakers. Confrontations breaks out between Fubara lawmakers. To the next headline. NNPCL slashes petrol price to 860 naira in Lagos, 880 naira in Abuja. NNPCL slashes petrol price to 860 naira in Lagos, 880 naira in Abuja. Moving on to the next. 1.9 billion naira insurance covered for assets, personnel as at Federal Airport. 1.9 billion naira insurance cover for assets, personnel at Federal Airport. To the next one. Why control of illegal mining is difficult by Alake. Why control of illegal mining is difficult by Alake. Up to the next. Abure led Labour Party rejects NNPC's merger talks call. Abure led Labour Party rejects NLC's merger talk call. To the next one. Natasha's allegation: nobody can force Akpabio out, says King Dakolo. Natasha's allegation: nobody can force Akpabio out, says King Dakolo. To the next. Obasa returns as Lagos House Speaker. Obasa's returns as Lagos House Speaker. Up to the next. Tribunal reserves judgment in Edo PDP's Igolo petitions against Okpebholo. Tribunal reserves judgment in Edo's PDP Igolo petitions against Okpebholo. That's it for the nation. We move to the Guardian. Uproar as Bauchi, Kano, Katsina, Kebbi shut out 11.5 million schools children. Uproar as Bauchi, Kano, Katsina, Kebbi shut out 11.5 million school children. Moving on to the next. Nigeria enjoyed subsidized fuel as NNPC Dangote engaged in price war. Nigerians enjoy subsidized fuel as NNPC Dangote engaged in price war. Moving on to the next. Edo Election Tribunal reserved judgment on PDP's petition. Edo Election Tribunal reserved judgment on PDP petitions. Up to the next. Party power prevails as Meranda resign. Obasa returns in Lagos Assembly shake-up. Party power prevails as Meranda resigns. Obasa returns in Lagos Assembly shake-up. Moving on to the next. Jandor dumps PDP, accuses Bode George, party chairman, of frustrating ambition. Jandor dumps PDP, accuses Bode George, party chairman, of frustrating ambition. To the next headline. Household consumption dips despite rising nominal income. Household consumption dips despite rising nominal income. Moving on to the next. FG approves 11 new private university. FG approves 11 new private university. Up to the next. Natasha, CSOs plan protest, seek Akpabio's resignation as monarch backs Senate president. Natasha, CSOs plans protest, seek Akpabio's registration as monarch backs Senate president. Moving on to the next. US tariff in Canada, Mexico to go ahead Tuesday. US tariffs on Canada, Mexico to go ahead Tuesday. Up to the next. LP rules out merger ahead of 2027, rejects NLC interference. LP rules out merger ahead of 2027, reject NLC interference. And that's it for our newspaper review segment. Thank you for joining us today. Be sure to join us tomorrow, same time, same station. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. For more news and updates on Global Entertainment News TV, I've been your host, Bisola, and have a blessed day. Thank you.